Hey crafties, it's Blanca from Pretty Little Parties. I'm here by request by you to share my top 10 items that I use to make an acrylic welcome sign, including my most asked question, where I purchase my permanent mirror gold vinyl. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. So I get asked a lot on what cutting machine I use for my project and specifically for the acrylic welcome sign. I use a Cricut cutting machine, specifically the Cricut Explore Air 2, if you guys can see it here. It is one of the older models, but still a great machine. Number 9. To make a large welcome sign, you're gonna want to pick up, if you don't already have one, a large cutting mat. And what I mean by large cutting mat is a 12 by 24 inch, just like this one here. This is a standard grip cutting mat, and it's going to become really useful when you're making a large welcome sign. Number 8, it is not completely necessary, but I do recommend you have some sort of cutting knife or blade. Scissors can work great as well, but I do recommend using this one here that I have been using for a fairly long time, and it is by Cricut. I love it because I can interchange these blades as often as I need to, and all you need to do is buy the extra blades. It's so easy to exchange. You just have to unlock the end here, press the end, and voila, the blade comes apart. Replace it with a new one, lock it, and it's ready to go. Number 7, a weeding tool is going to be obviously a tool that you're gonna need for this project. I am using just a regular Cricut weeding tool. You may already have one. Anything that you have in your craft space is going to work as long as it has that pointy end to weed out the vinyl that you're not going to want to use on your welcome sign. Number 6, I use a scraper to lay out my vinyl, but if you don't have one in your craft space, don't worry about it. If you have a thick, rigid card, that will work as well. There's many other ones on the market. It does not have to be Cricut. I do like it because it has a long or a wide surface area, and so it is really easy to lay down my vinyl onto the acrylic. Number 5, acrylic paint. This is kind of optional. If you don't want to paint the back of your welcome sign, it'll still look beautiful. But if you want your vinyl to stand out a little more, I do recommend you paint the back of your acrylic sign so that it's easy to read. The paint that I like to use is FolkArt acrylic paint. You do want a thicker paint for your acrylic sign. That way you don't have to do so many coats of paint on the back. So I know you guys are going to ask me, but Blanca, what paint did you use? What is the name of the color that you used on that welcome sign over on your Instagram? And the answer to that is I did use a FolkArt acrylic paint, and the name of this one is Ballet Pink. It also says Rose Delicate, and it's so beautiful. It's almost like a really light blush. So pretty. Number 4, if you decide to paint the back of your acrylic sign, I do recommend a few brushes. And this is if you want a brush stroke to the back of your sign. This will be really good for that. If you decide to paint the entire back of your acrylic sign, I do recommend using a sponge brush, of course the whiter one, or even a paintbrush roller would work. Number 3, I do like using a healing mat to help me layer or align my vinyl onto my acrylic sign. That way everything is leveled and aligned and centered beautifully on the sign. And the one that I'm using is 24 by 36-inch healing mat. And so what I will do is layer on my acrylic slab on top, kind of tape it around so it doesn't move, and then layer over my vinyl. This one specifically is by FolkArt. I did purchase it in person at Joann's stores, but I did find one over on Amazon and I have linked it. It is unfortunately not pink like this. It's a gray matte. Number 2, the acrylic slabs that I do purchase from Amazon do come with a film over the front and the back to protect it from any scratches along the way to you. So remember, before you start using it, before applying your vinyl, you will have to peel that front layer, as I will show you here. Peel the front and also peel the back. And you can see how clear that is. Number 1, I searched high and low for the perfect mirror gold vinyl. I wanted something that I can offer my clients that was going to be elegant and beautiful for their decor. And I was able to find this one from Amazon. It is by Craftables. It's called Mirror Gold Chrome Permanent Vinyl. If you don't already own any transfer tape, you're going to want to pick some up at your local craft store, or I will also link this one that I use in the description and in my Amazon storefront. And as a bonus tip, I do like to seal my paint on the acrylic signs, specifically Mod Podge matte, as a sealer to my paint, and this will help prevent any scratches so that my welcome signs can stay presentable. So thank you crafties for watching. If you found this video informational and you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to see part 2 on a step-by-step process on how to make a welcome sign, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can get notified.